All right. Good evening. Damn. Good evening, Ace. You're here early as usual. Cheers. Nice. How you doing, Ace? How's it going? All right. Let's see. I need to put this one up. Ooh, no, not that one. That's over there. Move it over there where I want it to be. There we go. Lovely. All right. Let's see. Here we go. There we go. Back with some coding. So Saturday, I managed to actually send a request to Twitch and get a response. Today, I actually want to do something with that response because that's the next step. Killing heretics in Civilry 2, nice, that's how it should be. That's how we all should be spending our days. The heretics probably deserved it. Otherwise they just should not be heretics. You know, easy. Alright, so... yeah, I asked Twitch for... hey, I want to make some connection to you. Twitch is like, alright, that's cool. Let's go. And now it's just disconnecting me because I'm not actually doing anything with it. So that's what I'm hoping to accomplish today. My goal? I mean, eventually, if I could get a follow H command going, I'd be really happy. That's a bit much for just one day. But being able to receive chat messages, that'd be really nice. Okay, let's see. Welcome messages keep alive. There should be something. Authorization. That's where we at. Okay, first of all, let's see. If you use webhook to receive event, the request must specify an access token. Yeah, I made an access token. I even put it in a little file so I don't have to show it on stream. Because I actually thought ahead for a minute, for once. I guess we specify a user access token. We do have a user access token if I'm correct, somewhere in here. Wait, we got a session, Twitch handshake session with an ID. Yeah, that should be the ID we need. Now, the first thing we need to do is create a subscription. Authorize. If you your request must specify an access token. The request will fill if you use a user access token. Subscription requires authorization. The most must have granted your app permission to receive those events before you subscribe to them. For example, to subscribe to channel subscribe events, your app must get a user access token that includes the channel read subscription scope, which adds the required permission to your app access token client ID. A lot of fancy words. Alright, I think this one... this is literally the same page, okay. Thank God there's some examples here. There's actually one thing I need to yoink from an earlier thing I did, which is actually doing a request to a server. Let's see, it should be in here. Over here we're already request URL is that. Make a new client. We sent the request. Okay, let's just what is request over here? Nothing special. The client is request. Okay. I'm just gonna copy this part. I think, yeah. We're like, if we copy this part, we should be fine. we're just gonna go over here. We're gonna make a new function. A function. We're gonna make a new async. Ah, we can just make a function for now. Maybe we'll make it async later. We'll see. So go function send Twitch request, and we're just gonna make it really stupid. Gonna paste this in here. We're gonna need to. Oh, actually, no, not that one. We need to. Oh, that's in here. We're gonna have to look for whatever it is. This one, request. And that one we're gonna be pasting in this one. The version honestly doesn't really matter. And features JSON because we're expecting a JSON response. Okay, and then no, we don't need to import request over here. Oh, apparently we do need to make this async, so we can use this send await. Async. Okay. Send Twitch request. We need one more piece of information over here, which will be the user. Yeah, use. No. What did they call it? The little ID they gave us back. What's it called again? Handling WebSockets event. No. Message ID. Well, you guys had a good name for it. Get started. What do I need? Register. Get an OAuth token. Here we go. This is what we're eventually gonna make. I'm just gonna go like Twitch ID. Twitch socket ID. It will be a string, I guess. Okay, and then we're gonna have to look into request and see what we can do with this. We're doing it async because reasons. Okay, so we can make a post. Wanna post? Let's see. All right, we need to build a hash map, I guess. We're probably gonna use it with CERT at some point, but for now we're just gonna do it with only a hash map. Let mutable map equals a new hash map. Hash map new. Okay, then we go back to this, I guess. Client ID. About running the query Microsoft, I don't. For extra, open the terminal window and enter the following. It's not really. Oh wait, we need to add some headers. Okay. So we just make the request. Something about headers. There we go. HTTP header types. Header module provides header name, header map, and a number of types for interacting with header map. These types allow representing both HTTP1 and HTTP2 headers. Okay. Love a little bit of an example here. Okay, back to request. Doesn't show me anything about headers. Lovely. Okay, making a get, making a post. Request new. Okay, what if we go, wanna make a new client? Then we say client dot head converts to make a head request, client.post. So the URL is going to be whatever's in here. In here, this one. The information about the Twitch dev user get user endpoint. The endpoint requires a username or D. No, I just want to know about the OAuth. That's your client ID, which you'll... we also need to listen to the ID. Oh, this is gonna be annoying real fast. Yeah, so we go for this. Oh, we need to do it in a form? Okay. Let's just paste the ID in here. We go back to the TOML file. And over here, instead of JSON, we want to use forms. Okay. Wait, now you're complaining? Why are you complaining? Failed to select the version required by web. Wait, why does it fail on this, but doesn't on others? What's going on? Show me everything. No. Request? Form? This is very common in the way to send forms, data, and request by. This can be done with any tab that can be serialized into form data. Okay. Our custom type that implements serialize. And serialize is the search serialize. Okay. Yo, Itarak, thank you for the follow. How are you doing? Right, what if I'm just gonna be really lazy and just... Wait, full. It's full how you input everything, right? Is it still gonna fail me? Is it still gonna complain? But if I say JSON, it's gonna be like, hey, that's A-okay. Okay, thank God. Well, I was ready to be really confused. Suffering from the heat, your AC broke down to 44 degrees. Oh boy. That is tough. Holy crap. I was suffering in like 35 degrees this weekend, and I can't imagine going to up to 44. Damn. I feel for you, man. Yeah, you expect a semicolon. I know. I wasn't done. But you better be compiling now. No, there's more. Value of string cannot be noted. Oh yeah, you need to be a reference, right? Or borrowed. Been coding Rust for long? No, only a few weeks. I started about 3 weeks ago. So it's, at this point, it's an absolute mess, which I readily admit. I think the most advanced thing I actually finished was like the most rudimentary Pokédex you've ever seen. I'm still pretty proud of it. Hang on, let me poke. Oh no, it's a Rust Pokédex. It's like the most basic thing ever. It just gets a list of the first 251 Pokemon, and you can basically search through them by name. The Pokédex you remember? You were there, Gav? Wait, hang on. Oh wait, no. I need to actually... I think... Yeah, there we go. Like, if I type an A here, it gets all Pokemon with the A. If I type RA, it limits it by RA. OU for OU. So yeah, that's about it. That's the most complex thing I actually made so far. So it's been a blast though. I've been loving it. Rust is really interesting. Like, I come from a background of web development. So, it needs to start somewhere. Yeah. Like I said, I mostly do web development, like as my day job. And this is the first real low-level language I'm actually learning. And it's been really interesting. I am making a lot of stupid mistakes, but I'm having fun doing it. Okay, I need to figure out how this works. Yeah, thanks for the work, work lurk. Okay, let me just okay, you need a type annotation. Okay, just want this to compile for now. There we go. You're new to web dev, been programming for a long time, but system. Hey, I'm exactly the other way around. You doing anything fun on either thing? Either for web development or system level? Yeah, I've been working web development for about 10 years by now. 9 years. Yeah, I just hit my 9 years. I'm not actually good at it, but I've been doing it for a long time. I get paid for it, so that's far enough. Okay, let's see. We make a new client, and then we just send a post, and we add a form to that. Yep. And in the form, it's just passing a map here. I can make a map, I guess. I just removed my mutable map, but hey, here we go. It's a hash. Oh no, I can just do it with tuplets. A little array of tuplets. That's fair enough. Let's see, how do we need to make this again? Client ID? Client ID, client underscore ID will be whatever we're getting from this. And it also wants a client secret. And oh, I should probably you get your semicolon. There you go. You have other things to complain about now. Yeah, I definitely need to. After I get this done, I think next stream is just gonna be me actually structuring my code instead of just hacking it one after the other. Let's see. I wanna go. Yeah, these lines. These are fine. Actually, I don't need them there anymore. I just need them over here. And then over here, we can go switch API E. Alright, what are you gonna complain about, Al? Expected. Okay, so you go to string. Found string. Oh wait, no, I need to borrow it if my vocabulary on Rust is okay. Okay, well, it's not complaining, so I'm just assuming it's gonna be alright. And then as the form, I think we just straight up pass it, right? I can just go, yeah, we just go a little ampersand and we add a map. And then, oh, I keep missing my keys, there we go. Then we send it. And we just await a response. No, question mark. There we go. Oh, I don't have a... okay, I don't have a return value yet. So let's just... You probably want a mutable map? My map is really... Oh, right. I can also just... Wait, can I create it as... Oh, it's a reference, right? Oh, shit. Information map nut. Oh, yeah. No, I made it mutable to change it here, to be able to change it in there. Which is not, I actually don't need my map to be mutable. Rest analyzer expected. Oh right, I accidentally did a whole lot of wrong thing there. So we just go client. The client recreate. Oh yeah, right. I forgot. What I wanted to do was go up here. And we go result. So it's either okay or error, I think. No, found variant of error. Okay, let's see. You can be gone. Basic event. What are you actually complaining about? Did not compile WebSockets. You're missing a whole lot of stuff. That's fine. Did not compile WebSockets due to two previous errors. Found variant R. Okay, I need to know what kind of error you're returning. Is there an error in request? I think there's an error in request if I remember correctly. So we go request. It's not straight up in request, I think. Should be in this. Oh, that's not the right one. Where's my other main? This one. Oh, it should be request error. Oh, but I write it out. It's not just ERR. It's error. Expected type, found variant. What did you find? Use unresolved. Oh yeah, I actually typed out request instead of typing the UWB. Expected type found variant. Wait, request is not defined by default. And just go okay. Disallowed? I don't think so. Either variant takes one argument. Oh yeah, you can just have an empty function. Expected type. Also, I believe I was talking about making a lot of stupid errors earlier, and I'm just proving my own point here. Expected type found variant. Okay. Source private. Future. Oh, it doesn't know. Okay. Okay. We just go core. Option. Okay. Oh no, that's not okay. That's not the okay I want. It's core result. No, core results. Result. Wait, it's just an empty function? Alright, on OK we return an empty function. There we go, thank you very much. Okay, this is not gonna do anything yet. Except send the request to Twitch, and Twitch will be like, what the fuck, you're just sending me test? Let's see, no message keep alive. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so theoretically we're sending out the request. No, we're probably missing our header. Request header? For single request, you can use the get shortcut and create new scion on each call, so it should be used to make many requests. Form sets the request header? It does? I mean, I kind of suspected it too, but I'm not actually catching the response because that would be on... Ooh, I don't remember what port. Hang on, let me open it for a sec. Because I was looking at it earlier, but I might have missed it. That's the body for the URL encode serialized on the past message and also sets content by... Ah, that's amazing. Nice. I get it. It makes sense that it would do that, but at the same time, I don't really wanna be too comfortable in making assumptions. Okay. So generally, we are sending our request. We just need to capture it. I don't think I put in the port number when I made my token. We just, I'm gonna do that on my other screen. dev.twitch.tv. My console, please. Not extensions, not application. Yes, applications. Yeah, just set straight up localhost. So we're gonna add this to that. Press add. Oh yeah, you can be gone. Okay, save it. Okay, so next thing we're gonna listen to that port. No, we're gonna have to... Ooh, that's probably gonna be... I'm gonna have to look at Tokyo things again. Hello Tokyo. Oh no, Tokyo uses a Redis client in this example, I believe. I could use the WebSocket client, I guess. Although that's not really REST listening server to port. TCP listener, that's the one I want. Tokyo TCP listener. TCP success listening for connection can accept new connection by using the accept method. Can we turn it into a stream? We don't need a stream, we just need like a single request. Alright, let's have a look. If we still gonna do it in this one function. Okay, let me just type it correctly. We're gonna let listener is TCP listener gonna bind on the 7.0.0.1 port 3000. We're gonna await a request. No, we're gonna wait for the port to be made. It's nothing but request. Okay. I am gonna go for the loop. But I don't think we only get one request, and after that we can just kill off the listener. And since we're using await, if I'm understanding it correctly, listener.accept, it will await until it actually does something. Listener is that, use the listener, and then we create a new TCP listener which is bound to specify its address, return listener, accepting correction, binding with port number 0, okay. And on accept. Yeah, if it accepts, it's just going to get a new port. Wait, what are you complaining about the accept? What's going on with accept? TCP listener should be able to accept, right? Did I actually include... Yeah, no, I'm using the STD TCP listener. Hang on. STD TCP listener. This one? For a stream in listener.incoming, handle client, accept connection and process them serially. Okay. Once again, we're only expecting one request on this one. So what we can do instead is just go for stream in listener.incoming. I'm just gonna go, I don't think I can, because it's gonna be sending a whole stream, I think. Let's just see what this is gonna throw out. Oh shit, it's ad time, okay. Don't you want to get the results of post form request? No, it's gonna send me a response on a different port, which is really annoying. I didn't make up the system twitched it. I believe it's standard OAuth thing. It does make sense in a way, I guess. Yeah, what are you complaining about? Oh. I'm a noob for everything web dev. What do you do usually then? TCP listener. Oh, I changed the type, so now it's complaining that it's not a request error. Result as yeah, it's not a future. You've been in the game industry, damn. People actually work in the game industry? I heard that's a really tough industry to be working in. My respects to you for that. Any particular parts you're working on? Because you did note your systems engineer. Kind of makes me think of networking stuff, but might be absolutely wrong on that one. Mostly work on lib and frameworks. Ah, that makes sense. Work on like a particular engine? Or just like frameworks for games? I'd expect it mostly be engine work. You joined an online service team. That sounds like a hard job. Scary as well. Mostly frameworks. Okay. That's pretty cool though. But yeah, like I said, from what I've heard from people working in the game industry, it can be really tough. No method incoming. Well, apparently the example lied to me. Or did I lie to the example? STDnet, that is the one I'm using, right? We're going STDnet TCP listener? Yes. Your hottest dev was procedural graph generated with a scripting language. Procedural graph generated with a scripting language. I can't even imagine what that is. I'm sorry. I can't wrap my head around that one. Industry has evolved less of a strain than 20 years. Oh yeah, I mean 20 years ago it was probably a better industry. It was less hyped at that point, I guess. That probably helps a lot. Okay, am I just being an idiot here? I mean, most probably, but if I'm correct, we go let listener is, we create new listener for our localhost 3000 port. Accept connection and process. Yeah, okay. So for stream in listener.incoming. 3D scene graphic generator using. Oh! Oh, that's really cool. That's cool shit. Holy shit. That sounds awesome. Okay, that's actually. I didn't want to click that. Oh, we're not unwrapping the listener. Is that maybe it? We need to unwrap the listener? Yeah, we do. Of course, it's a request. It can fail. Of course we need to unwrap it, because if it fails, it's sending a response back. Okay, let's see. Okay. Test. Hang on. Actually, maybe. Alright. It doesn't really seem to be doing anything. No, it just closes off. It never gets called. I'm still kind of confused about the way Twitch does this. I did make an application thing, right? Yeah, it's got an application. The response is on localhost 3000. Okay, so choose any category of application. Yeah, well, I did all that. I set up the auth token. This requires auth token to access most Twitch resources. Resource requires either an app access token or a user access token to return. Yeah. Because get use endpoint, either accept either type. Let's get an app access token. It's easier. Open the terminal and enter the following call post command. You'll need to go yes. Find ID, client secret. Oh, and here it's talking about we're getting a response from the client. Maybe I'm just an idiot and we actually do need to get a client. Client dot. How do we get the response? Because we're sending a post. Right? It's post. Yeah, we're sending a post. That might yield a response. And then what? So we're doing something like this. Modules, redirect, request. Let's see what's in here. Trade implementations. Get the body? Yeah, that's the body of the request we're sending. Servers, response. Response is given by the server. Okay. So we showed, that's what you meant. You get results from... Yeah. Yeah, I was confused because it was... I don't know where I read that. Somewhere I read something about, hey, it's gonna send a response to some other port number. But that doesn't even make sense for me because Twitch can send me a message on localhost. It doesn't know my localhost and my ports aren't open, so it couldn't. Okay, should it be like? Can we go like client.response? No. Oh, actually, do we need to do like client dot? Can we listen? Might be for Twitch events or notifications. Oh, what port number there? Yeah, I mean, I'd expect them. Let me just clean up some of these here. I already opened a WebSocket connection to them, so I would expect them to respond to me over the WebSocket. First I need to make the WebSocket. After that I need to get my OAuth done, and then I can send the request to their backend like, hey, I want my WebSocket to get these responses from these events. Like for example, and a nice one over here. Notification message. Okay, if somebody follows, I want to get a little thing off my WebSocket for that, so I can do something with it. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, sorry, I was trying to think of how to get a response, but oh, I didn't want to go up there. But yeah, obviously I just go let resp equals that. And then over here we should be going print line RSP will be I think we need to be a debugger because I don't know what kind of thing it will respond. And we can just throw away all of this. There we go. Wait, let's see if we actually get anything. It's staying awfully quiet. I don't see an RSP. No. I'm actually... Wait, hold on. Very important question. I'm actually calling this service right down here, right? 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 Hang on, let me make sure I'm actually calling this this thing. Wait, you need the API key and the secret. I'm sending it, right? Post with form map. Maps all in there. No, I just never call this whole thing. Oh lord. Okay, yeah. Turns out that if you want to use your function, you actually need to you need to call it. Okay, so we're over here then. Over here we got our confirmation from Twitch that we're hang on, let me go over here. There we go. We got a confirmation from Twitch like, hey, you're, you know, here's your thing. Our handshake is failed. And then we should go send Twitch request. And then we need to fill the socket ID. Let's see, message. So that's v dot session.id. That should be it. Wait, no field session on type Twitch message. Oh, you're getting a Twitch message. There's something handshake with. No, you're getting the handshake back. We're going over here. Twitch message handshake with the payload. It should be like a random message. It's gonna be response. Match Twitch message from Jason. Oh, but we're not messing. Hang on. We're not getting a message yet. Go too far ahead because we're still at the handshake over here. That payload, Twitch payload. Okay, let me just have a little look-see. This page since Select the application tab, select the name, get the OAuth redirect URL to the callback URL the app used for authorization. After entering your redirect URL, click add. Point 9, note your client ID, which will use to get your access token. Yeah, we have the client ID. To get to your access token and set the client ID header in all API requests. Client ID are considered public and can be embedded in a web page source. You may need a client secret, for example, hang on. Yeah, but this is not a client. This is the ID of my WebSocket connection. Because if you look over here, it's just gonna copy this. I didn't copy it. Copy. Paste. And I believe if I go up a little bit, this one is different. Because yeah, I'm like the client ID will be from like my overarching REST protocol. In the map, I need my client ID and not the WebSocket ID. Do I? Because it also needs to have my WebSocket ID at that point. It needs. Oh, but is that linked to my client ID? Am I just making this needlessly complicated? Wouldn't be the first time. Would definitely not be the last time either, I can guarantee that. By default you have keep a live message, ping message. Hang on. Yeah, we have all of this. Just have a look over here. Implicit grant, client credentials, grant flow. Go example. Yeah, I was looking at that a second ago. I think. Client ID and client secret. Right. Okay. Let me have a look at this again. Access to the token exchange endpoint to obtain a token. You must keep this confidential. Okay, I'm gonna copy. So the client ID can be public. That's fine. Access to the token exchange endpoints to obtain. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna go over here. Not so. Yeah. Yeah, apparently I'm just an idiot. Let client switch client ID equals no. That's my client ID. And I'm just gonna have a little check off screen to see if I was smart enough to actually put my secrets in my config file and not my client ID. WebSockets, we go to config, get config.json. I did indeed put my client ID in there. Okay, let me just generate a new secret. I can copy that. I can go edit this one. You get a lot of dropped frames? Yeah, I'm afraid that's your internet. I'm dropping 0 frames on my part. Thank you for asking. Okay. Yeah, I need to put it in a map. Sorry. Just gonna put that over there. Then instead of the socket ID, we get it Twitch. I can type Twitch client ID. And instead of getting it from the test file, we're just gonna get it from the real file. And we're still not calling it. It's still not doing anything. I'll just call it a main. Like, we just need to do it at some point. Actually, let's make sure we actually set this up. Once the WebSocket connection is made, we can go. Thank you, by the way. Learning a lot watching you. You're a noob on OAuth. Well, we're both learning here. Because I am definitely a noob on Rust. Oh, let me just... Are you... hang on. Why can I not remember? What did I call you? Send Twitch request. That's a good and logical name. Send Twitch request. We don't need that anymore. Yeah, I was wondering, is there like anything you're doing in particular with web development? Do you want to make something in particular, or are you just interested in something new? Okay. Wait, am I being... I don't see it even going to like my test log. Like the way I narrate my stream? Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. I mean, it's kind of a challenge, you know, programming while streaming. I've gotten used to it a little bit, but it's still... actually have many small projects I do web related. Nice. It's always fun to have little projects. Okay, hang on. I should have actually looked at the output there. It's returning a future. I think I need to go... yeah, it's async. Of course it's not doing anything. I'm not waiting for it to do anything. There we go. Okay. Okay, it does test. It gives me a response with a 400. Status 400, that's not good. Isn't status 400 like HTTP 400? Bad request, okay. So it's telling me I screwed up. It's being kind about it at least. Just client ID and client secret. Okay, we're gonna switch this back to the test file. But I have one thing with Tokyo Async. You might have to set up logging methods. You often don't see output. Yes, having a logging method is definitely on my short list to do. Actually, now you're talking about it, I'm gonna make a little to-do file, because otherwise I'm definitely gonna forget. Such to-do.md. And you can go back to your cargo run stuff. Yeah, thank you for mentioning that. So, to-do. I don't know why I'm starting my to-do file, but to-do, that's unnecessary. So, I want to have logging among async stuff. I want to do restructuring. Or rather have any structure at all. Oh, I already have to open, right? This is the proper main? This is the proper main. Okay, now let's see why Twitch is mad at us. Request. Ceased request? Is that an option? Can we do this? Retrieving the full request sent. With a connection for both. Connection for both. I love me some for both connections. Having connection for both for both. Oh, so I can go. I think it's on clients, right? Yeah, I'm looking at the client builder. I can go in client. I probably need to do it over here. Can I go like dot? No, it's already made over here. How do I use this? Set a timeout. Enables a read timeout. Connection for both. Will met log levels at trace level for read and write operations on connections. Do I have to do it like in the... I don't think it's in here, right? No, I can't imagine that. Oh, it's client builder. Hang on, I'm not using a client builder. I'm just using the stupid client. It's probably gonna be somewhere in there. Request client builder. What does this allow me to do? Request client builder, user agent. Okay, but then I need to do... Can use to create a tease. Okay. Client builder from default builder request. Great, because config you can use client builder, allows you to configure. Yeah, okay, I actually do need to. If I want to get logging, I need to actually build that. Post returns a request. Wait, just base post? Let's see. Client.post. Yeah, it does return a client builder. But... Oh, wait. So what you're saying is that over here, I should be able to go connect... Not connect. Yeah, connect for both, right? Something with for both. Nothing with for both. Yeah, connection for both. It should be there on the client builder. Connection for both true. Wait, I need to time it out first. Hang on, what does the timeout do? Let me actually... Don't care about the pool idle timeout. I want a normal timeout. HTTP PQR timeout. What do you do? Enable a total request timeout. Timeouts applied when requests start connecting until the response body has finished. Default's no timeout. You thought you wanted to see it? Oh no. I want to see the request because it is sending the request actually. It's also telling me. Oh wait, we got updated from a 400 request to a 403 request. What's a 403 HTTP header again? Forbidden. We are forbidden entrance. Why would that be? We're passing our client ID. We're passing the wrong secret. Okay. Response states 400 bad request. Apparently our requests are bad. That's interesting. Switch. Let me just do a little Google to see if we can get any more information. Did I? That's a good question. Honestly, I'm not seeing a lot of things about permissions here. Actually, I made the application. Allows me to add a name, OAuth redirect URL, category, client type. I have to client based on their ability to authenticate security with it. Yeah. That's about it. I can't actually set any permissions, it seems, which is kind of weird. Because it has been talking about, like, hey, you can say if you have this permission. Oh, there's ads coming up. I need to go to the toilet. I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, we're back. You could try that code. Oh, that's a good one. Let me just grab that. Get a new terminal screen. There we go. Paste it over here. Oh, it's not playing nice. There's enters in there. It doesn't like the enters. Let me just paste it in here and remove the line breaks. I know, it should escape the enters, but for some reason it doesn't. Okay, get that line, paste it over here. Whoop. Then we need. There we go. Client ID. Client ID I can just yoink from here. Where art thou? There thou art. There we go. Paste it over here. Yep. And then we need the super secret ID. Source code. Rest. That's project WebSockets. Config. Get config.json. There we go. Copy that. And paste it in here. Request. Invalid grant type is the message. Wait, doesn't it show me the message over here? Headers, content is JSON, content length, keep alive, server and GIX. It doesn't show me the body of the request. Oh wait, I probably need to go like body. When I redeem GIP VIP, does that stay forever? Yeah. Should I be preparing a /VIPSA? Also, good evening, man. How you doing? Invalid grant type. That's interesting. You need 2k more. You're almost there, man. You'll get there. Unless I just stop streaming, then I never have to declare VIP. It does sound pretty good. You registered a Twitch app. It worked for you. That's really interesting. Let's go over here. Go to my console. I say applications. I'm just gonna delete it. Yeah, I'm gonna delete it. And we're gonna make a new one. Okay, rust. What was the OAuth redirector URL you typed in? You didn't put that around. No, neither did I. Neither did I. I'm just gonna do whatever. I'm still not a robot. Events in the list are done. You're getting back into anime. Enjoy the anime, man. Okay, let's see. We have a new client ID. Paste it in here. Gonna generate secrets. Copy it. Paste it in here. Paste. It did copy a bit more than I wanted, but we can just remove that. It still gives me a 400 invalid grant type. Music loud as fuck? Oh shit. And to update hopefully this week soon TM. Yeah, that's always a soon TM. I put music down a bit. I hope this is better. switch API 400 invalid grant type. Issue with OAuth to specific grant type parameter in the token request. This usually means the token is missing. Token request is missing or using incorrect grant type. Oh, it's on par with my voice now? Alright, let me put it down a little bit more. Because I want it to be background music. No German? Oh, that's sad. That's sad, man. I was hoping we could get a meetup there. When using client credential flow, the grant type should be client... What grant types? What are you talking about? I will get a chance though. Sometime, yeah. If I'm ever around Croatia, I'll definitely let you know. Wait, do I have to... Let me actually... What if I change the category? I don't know what that would do, but... Still gonna try. Invalid grant type? Wait, it's talking about grant type here? Why is it suddenly talking? Oh, wait. Hang on. I just removed the fucking grant type and never noticed it. Okay, turns out I'm the idiot. Once again, that's nothing new. You'll be either in the capital or the seaside. Probably, honestly. I don't even know what else would there be. Grant underscore type equals... Is this just my username? No. For see client credentials, grant type yes must be set to client underscore credentials. Oh, it's just straight up client underscore credentials. Client underscore credentials. There. Oh my lord. Capital's like 3 hours away. Seaside's anywhere. Oh boy. We'll make it work though, Sarah. I'm sure we will. Okay, apparently I'm just an absolute idiot. Only the 4th time this stream, I believe. Which is above average. No, it's better than average. It's below average. Grant underscore type is client credentials. Zaha, I'm still doing better than average. Please be kind. Or don't. Don't let me tell you what to do. You know better than letting me tell you what to do. Been here for long enough. Okay, so I gonna add a new client ID over here. And I'm gonna update my super secret code thingy. Let me just go nvim config.json. Copy the secret, paste it in here. Remove the old one. Response URL status 200. Kindness doesn't repay in today's world. You can make this world a little bit better by being just a tiny bit more kind. Except to Tess. He deserves it. Okay, hang on. We actually got a response. Response. Okay, now, how do we get the body from the response? Response dot body? Okay, hang on. Because we got the response headers over here, which is not what we want. Response with the URL, content length, connection, server, contact type. Okay, request Get body. Get body you. How do you get the body from a request? Body bytes, futures, executor, block, bloop. Request builder build split. You examine the source code of the multipart function. You can see that the form is turned into a stream. To turn a stream into bytes without sending the request. Wait, without sending the request? Hold on. Request get body of post message. Get payload from request. I love that request has like the W. So in my head, it's just full OAuth speak. Request OAuth. Which might or might not be intentional. You look at the error message saying that the type that doesn't have a text method. Wait, do we have to match RISP? No, we shouldn't be. Let me check. Match response. No, we await it, so there's no response. This is just gonna give me an error. Expected one of. Wait, it's like this. Response is missing match RM type. Response is non-empty. Okay, so in case of a response, that would be request response val. We're just gonna print line val. Oh. Okay, whatever. You're gonna get an other print line error. Don't know why that enter was added. Other. Expected tuple struct or tuple variant found request. What did you find? Could not compile. Yiddy. We have a lot of unused stuff over there, but that's fine. Expected tuple struct or tuple variant found struct request response. Okay. Yeah, okay, but I want to see what's in there. I want to see the possible. Let's see. Request. In request, there should be a response. Response. There we go. A response to the submitted request. Response. Okay, there's a lot of stuff in there. Oh, no, hold on. We don't actually need to match this. We should be able to go like text. Oh, text.await, because it is, of course, a result. Let's see what we get back. Response with an access token expires in token type is bearer. Okay, nice. Nice. So we get our response. We're gonna make another enum because why the heck not? Enum's gonna be Twitch out response. We're just gonna derive everything here. I'm not typing. I'm not just copying. Copy. Paste. Remove this line. Go to the end of this. And this should have an access token. That's gonna be a string. Everything's gonna be a string. That's nice. String. Then we have, why do I keep losing it? There it is, expires in. That's gonna be, I think we can make this inside 8-bit? No, that's definitely not gonna be 8-bit. Let's go inside 32. That's safe enough, I guess. And we have a token type. That's a string. Okay. You are complaining. I forgot to do. Yeah, it's a struct. It's not an enum. What am I talking about? I know my data types. Let me just not. Actually, no. I am gonna put it below the other ones. Okay, and then over here, we should be able to go let response equal. Response is of type switch out. Wait, did I make a little typo with twith? Wait. Oh shit, I accidentally closed my whoopsie. Okay, hang on. Let's just yeah, I want to save everything. We're just gonna restart NeoVim. Gonna get a new terminal, make it a little bit smaller. Then we go, yeah, I can just run the watch command again. That's all we need to do over there. Over here we search for search files main.rs. We go yeah. No, wait. Let response switch off response and okay, just go to here. This is a good position to start back from. Alright, so we add the C over here, switch out response. Then over here it says, yeah, we're gonna use cert, let response equals search JSON. Oh, we need to define the type. So search JSON knows what to deconstruct it in. So that's gonna be switch out response. And then over here, search JSON from string. We're gonna be resp.to text dot await. And over here, yeah, over here, we're gonna go response. No, we're not all of it. Response. Mismatch type. Expected oh, I need to make a reference of it, right? But found result. Yeah, okay. That's fair. Because we need to add a little question mark over here, I think. Unwrap. We need to unwrap it. Mismatch. Oh, what? Expected that found. Enum result. We need to unwrap this one as well. Still going on about mismatch type. Oh, it needs to borrow. Yeah, it needs to borrow it. Of course. I knew that. Just didn't think of it. Okay, it's building without errors. Oh, nice. So now we actually get our access token. Oh boy, we're actually getting somewhere now. Okay, so it's closing off. That's fine. Starting a raid, yada. Getting videos, running a poll. So what if I just wanna subscribe to like Chats and chatbots. What's a chatbot? Authentication and answer. Send and receive messages. This is about sending. This is about receiving. Chat messages are received using the event subs channel chat message. This event subscription lets you receive standard chat messages from a specified chat channel using bot account specified in user ID. The user ID will have to be the bot that you authorized with earlier. Okay, so what we do, we make a new post, similar to the other one. Sorry, what's AFK? It's yeah. Turns out I just absolutely missed grant type. Like I just 100% missed that you also need to add grant type. Once I did that, everything worked. So I felt really stupid after that, but we managed to get it work. We got the response back. We got our access token. And now, hang on, let's go. Let access token equals response dot access token. Okay, let's stop printing a response. I don't know how smart it is to, even if it's a temporary token, probably should not be streaming it all the time. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is see if we can get need to replace this transport with information about transport you're using to such as weapon. Yeah, let's see if we can receive chat messages. That'd be amazing. Like if I can get that done, I'm gonna be really happy. Okay, so we need to make a new request. This time we can actually use JSON. So I think JSON with request, just a hash map, right? Request JSON. JSON, here we go. Did you create the Twitch auth response structs or do you use create? For now, I'm creating them. There is a crate available with all the what is it called? All the enums and structs and everything like that, which I'll probably use in the future. For now, because I'm just new in Rust, I also want to get used to like creating structs and using them. But yeah, at some point I'll probably just get them from a crate, from the official. I don't know if it's official, but from the Twitch crate. Map, good thinking, thank you. Yeah, I'll try, especially when I'm doing new stuff, to not lean too much on stuff other people made. Like, obviously I'm copying a lot, like, hey, this is how you get the response. But I try to copy it in a way that I actually understand what's going on. Let's see. Okay, so we can just insert stuff on the map. And after that, we just send it in request post. Just gonna go client.post.json, which will be a slice of the map. Slices in my head, I keep referring to them as like references. I know that's not 100% correct, but for now it's correct enough. Okay, so we need map. What do we need to do? Map needs to have a map.insert a type. It's all lowercase, right? Yeah, it's type. Type will be channel.chat.message. I don't know why we have a version, but we need a version. Map insert version, and the version will be 1 as a string. Sure. we go map.insert condition. Oh, that's a new hash map. Is that how it works? Can I, let's see, nested JSON request. I assume I can just add a new hash map and it will just work. I'm not entirely sure. Deserializing into assert file as spell point certainly works, but in many cases you need to manually extract data. Yeah, but this is extracting. I'm talking about sending. Send. Using request, you can leverage search JSON. Do I really need to? Yeah, if I remember correctly, let me just try. So we go let map2 equals hash map new. What if I try to do map2 in here? Save it? Yeah, it's gonna complain because it... Oh, that's gonna be annoying. Okay, so we actually do need to do some fancy stuff with cert. Fancy in quotation marks, but you know. Oh lord, this is so far it's just like 77 lines of structs. Okay, during the ads I'm gonna type out this struct. These structs I should say. Struct. Twitch read chat. That's just gonna be transport. Why did you jump down? I need to look at my Vim settings because whenever I press tab, it goes down, which is annoying. I lost where I am. There I am. There we go. Third map. Well, use search JSON map new because I don't know what it is. Search JSON map new. Search JSON map of strings to search JSON. Using yeah, I think what I'm like the problem. It's good of map to work this way. Is JSON map you could directly put everything. Oh wait, I could just type out the JSON. Like eventually, I definitely want to do the structs just to be sure of all the typing. Wait, because what I'm gonna have to put a map in a map over here. Like I have the main map, and then I have to go like a condition, which is another map. Hey, that's over as well. Yeah, but can search just deal with this? If I go like oh, why do I type JSON? Search JSON map new. Should be surprised if that's already supported in JSON cert map. Honestly, same. Const map to const. That's my JavaScript coming through. Just me typing const whenever I create something like a dictionary or an object or whatever the heck the particular language calls it. Map to. Because constants are actually mutable in JavaScript. Thanks, web development. Okay, so let's just try. So we go map2.insert test equals map. Oh, it needs to be mutable. Yeah. You are absolutely correct. Thank you very much. Yeah, alright, but I also need to make this a cert JSON map. Wait, what? Arguments to this method are incorrect. Did I make an oopsie? Just search JSON map, right? It's mutable. Arguments to this method are incorrect. What? Okay, but now it's just complaining I can't insert. That's kind of weird. Let me comment out. Oh, you know? What do you know? Not string? Wait, what else should I use for the key? No, why am I trying that? That's stupid. Do I have to do uppercase string? How? Expected value found. Oh, it expects cert value. Cert underscore JSON. Yoink. Value. And I'm assuming this has a from. Yes, it does. Thank you, cert. Oh. Yeah, of course. It just accepts. I don't have to make this uppercase string probably. Oh, never mind. I do. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Because it's cert, it just wants a cert value, and that's all it needs. A cert value. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. All right. So we have to type. We go string from version. And then over here we say cert. Actually, don't I already just import cert value? Cert deserialize cert JSON value. Yeah, I don't need to type it all that way. Oh, I accidentally switched out. Yeah. Okay. Instead of cert JSON value from, you can probably write punt into. Is into something that turns it into a value? I remember reading about into. I just absolutely forgot what it does. Rest into. From and into. From and into traits are inherently linked, yada yada. From into. The into trait simply reciprocal? Reciprocal? Well, that's a new word for the day. Given val done in return. We just wederkeren. Jeez, alright. I never used a Dutch word. It converts it to the type required if a method. Oh, that's really handy. That's amazing. It's really a beloved feature of mine. Actually, hold on. I just stopped reading after I got to the one weird word. Calling into typically requires you to specify the result type, as the compiler is unable to determine this most of the time. Yeah, okay, but because we're using a cert string, it knows it has to be a value. That's pretty good. Enum value. Yeah, I implementation. Yep, in implementations many into. Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. That's a good one to know. Okay, hang on. Oh, that's really blindingly white. Instead of string from, you can do string to owned. Is there any functional difference? Like, it doesn't create like a new string, right? Because once again, if I do that in oh wait, to owned. Like if I do something like that in JavaScript, it basically makes a copy, but that doesn't apply on Rust because Rust is a decent language. Is the equivalent in this case? Ooh, I got you there. In this case, when is it not? To own generalizes a generalization of clone to borrowed data. Sometimes make it possible to go from borrowed to owned, usually by implementing the clone trait, but clone only works for going from T to T. The to owned trait generalizes clone construct owned data from any borrow of a given type. Not sure when it's not for string. Okay, yeah, there's probably some edge cases that will annoy me at some point in the future, but for now I'm happy with it. It is. Let's go to the blinding page. Okay, so then we need to make a new one for let map is search JSON map new. There we go. And this. Oh, I should have given it a proper name. There we go. You're gonna be map underscore condition. Condition singular. And then map underscore conditions dot insert. Why are you being redline? Oh, because I double typed an equal sign. Yeah, you need two things. Okay, we have broadcaster user ID dot to owned. Yoink. And I need my broadcaster user ID. Damn. Twitch broadcaster user ID. How do I get it? Different labels for user. Okay. I just want to know my own. Yeah, I was about to say, there's probably some website out there that helps me to do that. Alright, so we go deuglik. Convert. This one. Paste it in there. Build into. Wait, do you want a string probably? Yes, you do. We can do that. We can give you a string. So we have this. I'm just gonna copy that because I'm lazy. Oh, that works. User underscore ID. And user ID, I think. Hang on. Check my searches. This event. User ID will have to be the bot you authorized with earlier. Okay, so I think that's gonna be client ID in this case. Twitch client ID. I'm just gonna assume it is. Twitch client ID. And then we can go map.insert. I think same ID. Yeah, I suspect so as well. Insert condition. Dot to owned. And that's gonna be map underscore conditions dot into. And then we need the last one. That's gonna be let mutable. A map for the transport. That's gonna be Place this. Copy. Paste. And then this time remember to remove the extra. Probably a no up. Oh. Well, earlier it was complaining. Yeah. It can find expected value, but it's not value, it's a map. Apparently these don't count as values. Yeah. There we go. Let me be lazy. Oh shit. Was the wrong button? All the wrong buttons. I'm so good at doing the wrong buttons. There we go. I copy this, paste it in here, save this, so... Oh yeah. Map transports. Transport has the method. And the method will be, I don't think it's going to be a client ID. You need to replace transport field with information about transports you're using to receive events such as webhook or WebSockets. WebSockets. WebSocket? Singular? I guess? Okay. I don't know why I copied it. I think oh no, I didn't have it copied. Callback. I don't know what should be in the callback thing. I'm just gonna pass an empty string and we'll see how it treats that. And lastly, we have our little secret key. What was webhook? No. Webhook means there's whenever we want to receive a message, we'll have to have like a public-facing point API that can call. And in webhook, we make the connection to Twitch, and we just keep an open connection, basically a TCP connection that we do over here, I believe. Connect async URL. Yeah, we just have a WebSocket over here. No worries. Like you've taught me a lot, so I'm only happy to teach you a little bit. Borrow of moved value. Yeah, I changed that. Okay, the secret. The secret over here. I think that should be secret. The secret used to verify the signature. The secret must be an ASCII string. Yada yada. Specify this field only if method is set to webhook. Okay. So, we can just ignore that. Let's have a look at the callback as well. Specify this field only if method is set to webhook. I love it when I can remove code. There we go. And then we go map.insert. This should be transport. Transport dot to owned, and after that we go map transports. Okay. Oh, sorry. Dot into. Save it. Oh yeah. Okay. So that's part 1. Part 2 is going to be the header, the authorization. Okay. So request set headers. I think we just make a hash map and we can pass it along. Client has a request. Request builder. Request builder has a header method. Client get. Yeah. Okay. So we can basically just say there we go. Actually, we can just throw these two away. This one. Expected semicolon. Oh, that's a normal colon. Okay, let's get rid of the normal colon and place a semicolon there. So we do a post. We do a little post to this one. Creative. Okay. So paste it over. Add quotation marks. And paste it. There we go. So we do request to this. We send this JSON. Oh, and before the JSON, I think over here we should do headers. And it's going to be a header map. So one more map. Let mutable header map will be. I think we have to go to request header map. Oh, got it in one try. New. Okay, so we have that. Yeah. No, you're not ready. We'll get there when we get there. Over here. Okay, so I'm just assuming this is gonna be key value pairs. We can just insert them. So it's gonna be header map dot insert authorize in quotation marks authorization. Did I actually type that correct? I think I did. Dot to owned, I guess. Yes, it's gotta be to owned. Over here, it's gonna be. Oh, I don't know if I can do this. I'm just gonna try. We need a bearer. So it knows it's an OAuth token. And over here we say exit. Oh, that's, God, what was it? Format? Format exclamation. Bearer with access token. And I am guessing I need to go to owned? No? Mismatch closing delimiter. Oh, right. Me bet. Mismatch type. Yeah, okay. So you need to go to owned because it's probably returning a slice. Request into header name, mismatch type, expected header. Okay. Let's actually read what this wants from me. Map with string and value. Struct map. No, I'm looking at normal map. I need to go for the header map. I'm looking at request. I'm looking at cert, not request. Request header map. Header map. What do you have? Insert host example.com.parse. What? Header value. What's a header value? Okay, hang on. I wanted a new tab. What art thou? Okay, so header value from string hello. Okay, but I want to see like a key, both a key and a value. Headers.inserts. Host content length. Header contains. Do I just... No. I'm sorry, but it doesn't make sense to me. Header map is a multi-map of header name. Header name. Here we go. Struct header name. Okay, so we need to all wrap it into request type. So it goes header name from bytes. Excuse me, can't I just give you a string and let you figure it out? Headers in a request. Like, this might be really stupid of me, but I'd expect to just be able to give it a string. Header content length 1 to 3, content type JSON, content length. Yeah, but what I'm confused about, what if we want to have like some custom header? Like in this case, I need to have authorization as a header. I don't know if that's in there. And this is a little bit confused. I would expect to be able to just give it a... It's probably me missing something, but I would expect it to be able to be like, hey, here's a string, just use that as the header key. Let me just, if I go, I've header map, so header map dot insert. And it goes like header. I should probably say request. Request header. What do we have here? Public proxy. Ethermut origin. User agent cookies. Authorization. Okay, there's an authorization. I do be loving that. And for the format, let's see. Let me just copy the rest of this line. There we go. Paste it over here. Remove everything that we don't need. This is probably still wrong. Do I need to parse and wrap it? Oh, I went too far. I went too far again. There we go. Dot. What? Oh, I accidentally deleted my line. Whoops. Okay, here we go. Dot parse. Dot unwrap. Is this acceptable? Oh, maybe if I add like a semicolon at the end. Is this acceptable? Apparently it is. Okay, I'm assuming it's not gonna overwrite the headers that are already there. Might be a big assumption. Takes one argument. Alright, I do supply one argument. Okay. Oh, that's... Damn, that's so wide. Oh, it also needs my client ID. Wait, I think... Let's go back to this. Over here. I think over here it wants to know my user ID to own Twitch client ID. Just... Oh wait, that doesn't make any sense. This won't work anyway. I'm just gonna copy this into it. I think that might be the one that's working. Okay, so we have exactly one header at this point. Yeah, like this. How am I gonna add something called client ID to the header? And just have a look at the headers.insert. Key value. Oh yeah, I'm not trying to send it yet. Because I also, let's look at the API again. I also need to add a client ID header. Actually, let me look at the... you probably... Header value, header name. You probably have a list of accepted header names, right? Implementation. Sections. Is there struct of header names? Yeah, this is the struct header name part. Sorry, before the await, what? Let me just let resp is let Twitch res equal that. And over here, print line. Yeah, I did at the send. But I'm missing one header for sure. I know that for sure. So I'm curious to see what this will actually tell me. (401). Error from CloudFront. Let me just 401 Twitch. It's not Twitch. What the heck am I talking about? HTTP 401 client file melding unauthorized. Yeah, I didn't give my client ID. This is the one I didn't give my client ID. I'm wondering if there is a header for that. Let me just copy all of these. Paste it down here. Header. Client. No, we don't have a client ID header. One per argument to set. For information stuff, creating a header map, you should add many header. You could have added I mean, would there be a functional difference? Because this feels I usually like splitting up these things instead of like making this a very long request. I'd rather just make one hash map in this case to contain it. In that case, I can split it off in the function somewhere later. Custom header name request. Adding multiple custom header in request. Request document suggests use hyper reading headers. Request header is. Yeah, okay, so that's content type, content. Okay, yeah, like that's good and all. But I need something else. Header name from static. There we go. Oh, wait, that's... maybe your suggestion just also works. Let me try that first, because I do like the into. Like, I learned that it existed maybe half an hour ago, and I absolutely love it. So what if we go user ID dot into? Oh, add the comma. Type annotation need multiple imp satisfying from string. Okay, so that's into from traits are awesome. Yep, sadly they don't seem to be implemented here. I'm gonna try this suggestion. Can we go header name from? So if I say from bytes, and I go user ID dot into, comma. Found the trait. Oh, dot await, of course. Or unwrap, sorry. Unwrap? Wait, we can't unwrap. Found the trait, header name, invalid header name. Oh, yeah, we need to unwrap this one. From string is not set. No. Okay, let me try that one that you just suggested. User ID to owned. Don't need to unwrap that, I believe. And oh shit. Remove too much. To owned, and then we go into from FTD string. No, it wants an array of bytes, it seems. No need for into? Hang on, let me go back to... just go to owned. Oh wait, I have one over there. Trait bound as a string request into header name is not satisfied. It probably gives the rest of the error down here. Consider removing consider removing this method call. Wait, hold on. Where do we start? Where does this start? Over here. The request trait request header into username is not implemented for std string. There are multiple different versions of create HTTP in the dependency graph. Pub trade, yada yada sealed. Hang on. What's this? Because this sounds really useful. I'm gonna keep that one. Into header name, a marker trait to identify values that can be used to insert keys to a header map. It appears to be implemented for str. Oh wait, so I need to... Wait, no, but... Okay, yeah, okay, well, yeah, okay. Wait, of course, str is nothing but an array of strings. Sorry, an array of bytes, right? Let's go. Okay, so, hang on. So we go over here. Yes, yeah, of course, and it did ask for an array of bytes. So I could have just, read that and come to that conclusion. Client dash ID. And over here, we don't need all this barrage. Let me just go over here. We just say Twitch client ID dot into. I think we need to make that something. Oh, we probably don't need to make it into something. Okay, can we go header? No. Wait, format to owned dot parse dot to owned. I'm just looking at the one above. Dot parse dot unwrap. Okay. So now we actually send it. Response states 400. Okay. After we say, oh, I forgot a content type. Oopsie daisy. So we go header map dot insert. We can just go request header content type, yes, and that's gonna be application slash JSON dot to owned dot parse dot unwrap. Response is another 400. Okay, so let's below this Twitch rest to text. That's just text, right? And that's probably gonna complain that it's a future, so we need to await it. I need a question mark behind it? No, I don't. Bad request 400 session ID field is required to specify session ID. Session ID. The thingamajig. The thingamajig. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? We made the WebSocket connection. We get from the handshake. I think that's over here. Where's MSG? MSG, handshake, this ID. So right now, let's put this over here. That breaks everything, but it shouldn't complain. There we go. I want to add a little this one over here. Over here we go. Wait, it's response, right? No, it's v. It should be v dot. It's a Twitch message. Where is it? MSG, handshake, Twitch handshake payload. It should be like dot session. Dot ID. Yeah, it takes no argument. That's fine. Session ID. Okay, you're like a string. I'm gonna make it this string. Probably not the right one, but that's fine. No field session on Twitch message. Let's look at Twitch message. Oh, it's a generic Twitch message. Okay, I know a better one. We're just gonna do it in here. Like at this point, we're being welcomed by Twitch. So what we should do is payload.session.id. Yeah, we don't need to await here. I don't know why that's there. Dot clone? Yeah. And just implement the okay. Okay, and over here. Reference. Where's my session ID? Something about session ID. Response body. No. Over here. In transport, of course. Transport needs to know where it's responding to. Where are you? Transport. Here we go. Map string transport insert. We go session underscore ID dot to owned. You are Twitch. What did I call it? It's up here. Session underscore ID. How original. Session underscore ID into. Don't await it. It's never gonna execute because I do not await it. I can do this. Over here. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't wait for the ads. I was getting kind of excited. Over here, not over there. Over here. We need to do await. Otherwise, await is not only allowed inside async. This is gonna give troubles at some point in the future, but that's fine. You look about WebSockets, you got errors. Woo-wee. Okay, no, hang on. I'm not doing this correctly. This is all async, so in here we should be able to do async stuff. So we should go match fee. Like that. And if it's a Twitch, can you stop complaining? Twitch and what do you call it? Twitch message : handshake. A Twitch message handshake. In case of handshake, you should do this. Yeah. Other. Just do nothing. Is allowed. Match have incomparable types. Can I do this? Words mismatch type, expected that, found future. Dot await. Can't find payload in the scope. That's right. Because you should be the payload. Payload. Save it. Mismatched expected unit type. Found enum. Okay, we're just gonna go back quite a bit to where this was actually working. Okay, over there. Now we still need to get the session ID here. After we do this, we can't do it over here because, over here because this one is not async. And this one needs to be async. Search JSON form value, twist payload, so we return okay handshake. I was hoping to be able to use an other, but apparently not. Can we go match v? This is what I was just trying. So in case of match v. Oh wait, I can wrap it in. I can put an okay after it. Like this. I think. I hope. Wait, we say match response, message text response, from JSON, ampersand response, okay, v. So we match the response from Twitch message. And in case of v being a Twitch message handshake, it should go print line val. Let's see, match arm body. Yeah, it's not getting all the things. Other print line other. Oh wait, this should be a comma, I believe. Look, yeah, it should be comma. Okay, Twitch headline can be. Can I paste this over here? Okay. Okay, lovely. So then over here, this at the comma over there, remove this semicolon. Okay. So theoretically, what I would hope would work is if we go Twitch message val dot. What are you complaining about? Why? Let me just save it here. Function, cannot find function Twitch message. That's what you call send Twitch message. Back, send underscore Twitch message. Unexpected, yeah, okay. So you're gonna be complaining. Wait, what? Cannot find function. Function with similar name. Send Twitch message. Oh, request. Not a massage, it's a request. Okay, now it's gonna complain, hey, I expect a string, that's fine. We go, found, what did you get? Twitch handshake payload, so there should be a session in there, and there should be an ID in there. We're gonna copy that, so we can actually print it out. No method name copy. Okay. Well, it kind of sucks, but what we might be able to do is copy the value. Although it's like a custom enum, I don't think that's gonna be okay. Okay. And then we should be awaiting. And now it's probably gonna complain it can't await. Oh, it's just complaining it's not using the result. Ah, subscription missing proper authorization. Big improvement. It's actually subscription missing proper authorization. That's a big improvement. Oh shit, it's almost 10. Okay, so I am sorry for going on so long. Actually, I'm not. I had a lot of fun. I do need to be moving off. Where's my... Yeah, there we go. There's the stopping screen. Alright, I do have to go, sadly. It's almost 10, and people in my house do need to sleep. I wouldn't like to keep them awake. So I'll be moving off. I hope you all had a wonderful time. I will not be streaming Thursday. Instead, I'll be continuing programming on Saturday. So I hope to see you all there. I hope you all have a lovely week. And I hope you all enjoyed it here. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me see if there's somebody we can raid. I almost forgot. Is there... You know what? Is there somebody else doing Rust over here? So if I type Rust, what do we get? Rust, JavaScript, frame dev, MMO game. You know what? I'm just gonna hand you all over to Team Fish. Don't know what they're up to, but I hope you all have a wonderful time. And once again, I'll be back on Saturday. So I hope to see you all there.